Ladies and gentlemen, boys across the world, welcome to Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona, where CSI, BCA Pool League, USA Pool League present the Arizona State 8-Ball Championships. Second year here being held at Casino del Sol. This is a Scotch doubles event. There was 18 contestants. Here are two of them, two teams. Purdy and Tracy Price on your left. Veronica Poore and her husband Brian Poore. Veronica is racking the balls. Looks like they'll break first. This will be a race to 4 8-ball on the 7-foot diamonds. Here at Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. They're using Cyclops balls on Simonis cloth on diamond 7-foot tables. I know for a fact that Aaron uses a Kamui tip. And I believe Tracy plays with a Predator shaft, and she's breaking with a Veronica's breaking with a Predator break cue. Bad Boys Productions set all this up. Nice break. Balls are still falling in. Made at least 3. This is a race to 4, Scotch doubles. So Veronica will broke the balls. Brian will shoot next. Every other shot is alternated. Brian is back in the arena, grabbing his cue, surveying the field. And he's looking around, thinking, okay, what am I going to shoot? It's an open table. She made 3 balls on the break. It looks like it was 2 stripes and 1 solid. There are 5 solids left on the table, and of course 6 stripes, plus the 8-ball. It looks like he's going to start out with the 3-ball. Or is it going to be the 9-ball in the side pocket? It will be the 9-ball in the side pocket. I would have thought he would have started with the ball on the bottom rail there, and then come to the 9-ball in the side pocket and attack the table from the top after that. But he liked that shot better and apparently didn't like it very much because he did not pocket it. Aaron, their Fargo ratings. Aaron Purdy is at 617. Tracy Price, his partner, at a 411 for a combined total of 514. Or combined average, excuse me. Brian is a 597. Veronica Poore is a 480 for 538. So they're 24 points ahead. As you see the percentages on the race to 4 right underneath their names. Mr. Purdy and Miss Price are a 41% favorite to win this match. So apparently they're not a favorite. They are at 41% compared to a 59% favorite of the Poores. Veronica and Brian, I believe, were second last year to Jessica Derazinski and Stephen Barker, who are not playing this year together. Aaron now at the table. More than likely will shoot that stripe up on the left hand. Is he shooting solids? He's shooting solids. He's going to shoot the 2-ball on the side. Yeah, he must be shooting solids. They pocketed 2 balls. I'm not sure that 2-ball goes by the 9, but he's aiming it like it does. So he's the one at the table. I'm 20 feet behind. In the booth, you have Stephen Kwan, the technical director here, taking care of everything, trying to make me sound halfway decent. And I am George Teacha, local here in Tucson, Arizona. And apparently he did not have room, or did not pocket the ball, but did not leave too much. Looks like she has a combo or a combo. The 9-ball may go by to the corner pocket. I don't think it goes by that ball. by the 13 on the side there, on the side rail up by the upper left-hand corner. I don't think she can squeeze that by there, so she might have to cut it in the side. And it does go. She might play safe right up against this ball on the bottom rail. Be actually a good shot. Well thought out. No offense, play defense. If you don't have an offensive shot, find a defensive shot. And that's what she's done. She's even going to utilize the the bridge on a 7-foot table. You don't see that very often. In fact, most 7-foot tables don't have a bridge. But they do make one available. And just touch a rail and she'll be right up on top of it, just like that. The 5 ball goes to the side pocket, and that's about the only shot she really has, is to try to cut the 5 to the right-hand side pocket. This is Tracy Price at the table. She not only has a steep cut on this ball, she also is over the ball on the rail a little bit, so she's going to have to elevate or cue uncomfortably, either one. She looks like she made the ball. Very nice shot. And Aaron will shoot this 2 ball probably to the corner pocket. And if he hits it with center English, more than likely will hit the ball, the 13 ball, the ball right next to the left-hand side of the 2. And that cue ball might come down towards this 8-7 and have a straight-in shot on the 7. Actually, no, he's looking at banking this ball. He's looking at cross banking this ball. And that's what he's called. If he hits this with medium speed, he should be able to come down and back up again. Back up again for the shot. Ooh, a little bit further would have been ideal. But she does have a shot on the 7 ball. The cue ball is going to go into the 8, and we'll see what she ends up with. But if she's able to execute the cut, it's actually going to be a pretty tight shot. They're going to call a referee. It is very tight. She may not be able to execute the shot. This is awful tight. This is going to be tie goes to the runner, I think, and I can't see it now because referee just stood right in my path. And I just stepped over to the side so I can take a look at it myself. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. But, oh, she didn't make it. Nice hit, excuse me. I thought she made the ball. Didn't you, Steven? I thought she made the ball. You didn't think she made the ball? Is that why the ball's still there? I guess she didn't make the ball. Steven says she didn't make the ball. And I guess the proof's in the pudding because the ball's still on the table. Steve says it was close. So was the hit. Well, this brings Brian up to the table, and they have an open table and all the stripes to shoot at. And the fact that they did come in second last year, and the fact that they were in a position to win at one time last year, because I commentated their match, I would tend to think that they might execute this run out. Or I guess I should say that they will execute this run out. But stranger things have happened. Let's take a look and see. If they don't get out, I'm almost sure they're going to leave a safety. Well, things just got tougher because she just put the 8 ball up against put the 9 ball up against the 8 ball. So I have a feeling we're going to see a safety somewhere along the line of this run out, with the cue ball being on the right side of the table and the 9-8 being between that and the only solid left on the table. But attempting to get ball in hand so they can shoot the 9 ball straight in the side. he playing safe now or later? He's doing it now. The only problem Aaron is faced with here is he's going to kick at this ball. If he tries to kick it to the corner pocket on the lower right-hand corner, off the side rail, the cue ball might hit the upper part of the 7 and send the 8 ball to the side pocket. Dangerous. Kicking from the bottom rail, he has a nice shot to the side pocket with possible position on the 8. He's called the 7 in the corner pocket. Now he's doubled up the 9 ball. So Veronica's options are to leave the cue ball behind the 8 or get the cue ball up by the 10 ball, leaving the 7 ball safe. She doesn't have a shot. If she stops it perfect, right behind, just stops it as soon as she makes contact with 9, she should have the 7 ball hooked. If she can bring it back an inch, she will have the 7 ball hooked. A lot of times, these tables play very, very nice, so that little 1-inch draw turns into a 4-inch draw and sells out. Very, very well done. Even if she called the ball and would have made it, it was still very well done. Nice safety. She's going to have to kick at this ball. This is a makeable shot. Just kick to the middle of the pocket and you'll make the 7 ball. Give or take a 1/8 of an inch. I think the size of the area she has to hit on that 7 ball is probably 1/4 inch thick. So she has some room for error, but not very much. Well, that didn't happen. They're going to get ball in hand, which adds insult to injury. And the Poores now have a 4-ball run out. That if they start with the ball on the bottom rail, they will execute much easier than starting with the balls on the top and coming down to the bottom. I would attack this way. I would pocket that ball, put the cue ball up in the area of the middle of the table, to the left of the 7 ball, or to the right of the 8. Play the combo with the cue ball going over for the 10 to the same pocket, and play all 3 balls in the same pocket. Well, now the angle is not there to go over by the 10, so you follow the 9. And in case the 9 ball follows in the ball in the jaws of the corner pocket, you have a straight-in shot on the 10. And actually, that's exactly what will probably happen, is the 9 ball will follow it in, and she should follow the 10 ball, follow the 9 for the 10 ball. No shot. No shot. She followed it to the rail instead of for the 10. I would just roll up against that 9 ball and try to leave him froze on top of the ball. So he has to elevate his cue and shoot over the ball to pocket the 6 ball. It's Aaron's shot, so you're having a 617 Fargo rated player, and actually on a 7-foot table, he would probably rate higher than that if that's all he played. Looks like he might kick this 10 and try to get behind the 9. Smart shot. Smart shot. As long as he hits rail. He's going to try to hit the 10 ball and snooker him behind the 9. Very well done. Extremely well executed. Doesn't get better than that, folks. Does he have room to go between those two balls? I guess he does. It doesn't look like it from here or from your screen, does it? Looks like he's sewed up. Nice try. Well, he went right in the pocket. Ball in hand number 2 with 2 balls left. Shoot the 9 ball to the right hand corner pocket, shoot the 10 ball to the left hand corner pocket, shoot the 10 ball to the right hand corner pocket, and shoot the 9 ball to the same pocket. Either way works. Just make sure you don't get too far. Oh. For a second it looked like that cue ball was going to come over to the right and not leave a very good shot on the 9. And it looks like the first game is going to go to the Poores. So it'll be a little richer by 1 game. As Veronica sights this 8 ball in for the corner pocket. And bingo. Chin. Good shot. Game 1. Mr. Purdy will break the balls this game. And their Fargo percentage will be going downhill. Probably to the 20s. As that 59% is going to go up to about 73 and 27 for Purdy Price. Poore is at 73%. Winning this now for them, a race to 3. It's a race to 4, but they lead 1-0. We're at Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. 34 tables set up by Bad Boys Productions, all with the lights hanging down there. Real nice. What a gorgeous, gorgeous setup for a tournament. This tournament should have 300 to 400 players minimum. Minimum. And I think the proximity to the Nationals this July hurts the turnout a little bit, and possibly they'll change it for next year and increase the turnout tremendously. Aaron breaks dry. Brian comes to the table. Says what to do. It's an open table. I can shoot the combo on the 11. I can shoot the 12 ball down to the corner pocket. And I can shoot the 14 to the corner pocket. Let's see what I decide to do. If he takes stripes and starts out with the combo on the 11, he's got 2 balls tied up in the middle of the table, right by the spot. And then he's got another ball tied up. Well, it's not really tied up. It just doesn't have 2 holes. He can play the all 3 pockets on the left and the one in the upper right. He's starting down here and ends up with nothing. Nothing. He has no shot. She has no shot. She can back cut the 12 ball. She can cut the 12 ball to the side pocket off the 11 or straight in. But I don't believe it goes to the corner pocket because the looks like the 11 ball is in the way to the upper right hand corner. And you can't see the 9. So the only thing she might be able to do is bank that ball in the middle to the right hand corner pocket, lower corner pocket. I'm not sure she can cut it. Let's see her play is safe. She's playing safe. She tried to cut it. I don't think she had room to cut that ball. She would have hit the 7 ball by the 8. Well, Purdy and Price are back up, and Tracy's coming up. Taking a look at the field. She has solids, so she'll start with this 4 ball. Does that 3 ball go, Stephen? Doesn't matter. She can't shoot it. The only shot they have now is the 3 ball might go to the left-hand corner pocket, but they can't see it. He might be forced to play that 5-2 combo in the middle of the table, or a safety up on top. And you can't play safe because he's got that 12 ball sitting all by itself on the left side of the table. He could possibly go for that ball off the 11. I don't think he can play it in the corner without scratching the side, so he's going to play it off the 11. That's what he's looking at, and that's what he's called. I think I'd play the combo first. I think I like that 5-2 combo. But he's chosen to shoot that ball and has missed it. And fortunately for Aaron, he's tied up the 12 and the 13 on the left side of the table by the side pocket, leaving the only shot is the 9 ball, which is enough because it can come down and open those up, or the 15. 15, there's a high possibility and probability of a scratch on the side. I'm sorry, the 11 in the middle of the table by the 5. If he shoots that in the corner, scratches. So this is about the only shot he has right here is the 9 ball. I would come down and try to break those 2 balls. He's come down, and he's come down. Is it going to open these up or not? Oh, he has handcuffed his partner. I don't think she can see the 11 ball to the corner pocket. So she's going to have to try to find a play safe off that 2nd ball right there. Just right there off the ball, just come into it. And she's going to probably leave the combo if she hits the rail and comes off. If she comes off a little bit, she's left the combo. She's actually left the 7 ball side pocket too. And there's no combo because the 6 ball is in the way. So the only shot they have is a 7 ball in the side pocket. 7 ball is right next to the 8 on the spot, close to the spot. And she scalded in the side. Now if she hits this with pace, she'll get a 2nd shot. If she hits it with a little bit of speed, she'll get a 2nd shot. If she doesn't, if she hits it real soft, she'll get a 2nd shot. And the 2nd shot was that 6 ball. The reason she got a shot there, though, was because she bumped the ball. Had she not bumped it, she would have been hooked behind these 3 balls by the spot. Actually, she would have had a 3 ball on the side. So now, the Poores again come to the table. Brian comes to the table with a fairly simple shot to start out with. But the cue ball is going to travel up. And position is iffy until he figures it out. You can figure it out here. I would just put a little bit of draw and go ahead and run into the 11 ball with a little bit of pace to slide by it. Slide by the ball next to it. He's hit it soft and opened it up to the side. Very well done. She's going to want to shoot that 11 ball to the right-hand corner pocket and bring the cue ball back down to where it's at now. Because if she shoots the 12, she's going up table. The only shot they're going to have a shot on is the 13 ball, the ball right next to the rail on the left side. Let's take a look at what she wants to shoot, what she decides to shoot, excuse me. What a gorgeous room set up here. 34 tables, lights hung down low, great lighting on these diamond 7-footers. Good shot on that ball. Now he's got to decide how he's going to get to that ball next to the 3, that 10 ball. Those 3 balls in the middle of the table by the spot. He's got to find a way to get to that 10 ball. If he chooses to go after it here, he can't. He more than likely will not have shape on that 11 ball for the upper right-hand corner. If he chooses to leave the 11 ball next, it's going to be extremely difficult to get shape for the 10 ball, or get position for the 10 ball, leaving yourself a shot on it. So, choices, choices, choices. How to gamble best, or how to play safe. Got a good safety. If he puts the cue ball up against the 10. If he puts it there, how are you going to get on the 10 ball? And Veronica has to get him there. It won't go to the side. The only place that ball goes is to the upper left-hand corner. If he can put the cue ball on the rail, on the bottom rail in the middle of the table. And I don't think it goes to the right of the 8 ball. So, tough place to put the cue ball. Do you just go after it and break it out? And that's exactly what he's done. He wanted to nibble that. She might have a shot at this 10 ball. If she can make this 10 ball and just slide the cue ball and leave it off the rail, Brian will have a good shot on the 11. That's what she's looking at right there. Where to put him. Just hit the 10 ball and roll forward about 6 inches. Perfect position on the 10 ball. Very well done, Brian. And good position for this ball. Straight high English. I think he will avoid hitting the 1. Actually, with a hair left English, high left, he'll hit the head rail, come back for the 8 on the right to the right hand corner. Just what he's looking at. Yes, just right there, and just a hair of right English. You got plenty. You will not. You won't touch that one. You're gonna have to put the little English on it, though. If he hits it with straight high, he's gonna have to come between the 2 and 3. So what's he putting on it? Looks like straight high English. He's come over pretty nice. Come over pretty nice. A little perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This cue ball is going to track into the 3. She pockets this ball. The cue ball will probably hit the 3 ball and go towards that corner pocket. Oh, she missed it. She missed the ball and she missed the 3. One thing about that, though, is Tracy and Aaron can't make a mistake. They have to run these balls because they have nowhere to hide. Nice shot. She shoots this 3 ball, and things will look really good for Aaron and Tracy as long as she doesn't line them up with the 5-2-6. As long as the cue ball's close to where it's at now, she'll have a shot. Nay, and she did the one thing she couldn't do. She is really, really strangled Aaron. He's going to bank the 1. That's all he can do unless he tries to play safe. But playing safe for a ball that's in the jaws, you have Brian shooting. More than likely, he'll kick it in from anywhere on the table. It can be kicked in, from anywhere on the table. He's going to have to go for this one ball. And to tell you the truth, I like his chances of making it. He'll hit that with just a hair left English or straight high English. Hair left. He doesn't like it, but he's looking at it. He knows he doesn't have a choice. He's using the other English. He made the ball. Very, very well done. Somebody clap for him. So I did. That was a good shot. How's that? The commentator's clapping. Tracy makes a 6 ball, goes over to the left side rail, leaving the 5 ball on the side, then the 2 ball in the corner with a stop shot, and she should be shooting the 8 ball. She's going to shoot the 5 ball in the corner. It's in. Now Erin has to get her good shape for this 2 ball. Just come out to the middle and shoot this 2 ball on the side. Oh, but drop that. Oh, trouble. He went too far. He's gone too far. He's left a little bit. This is a simple cut shot to the side pocket. There's nothing that can happen here unless you miss the ball. Just make the ball. And don't worry about anything else. Just high English and make the ball. No draw, no left, no right. Straight high. Just straight above center so the cue ball does not come to the left side by the corner pocket. And make it. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. You're tied at 1 or you're trailed 2-0. You're tied at 1. And she made it exciting. She came close to scratching. And we're tied at 1. Nice run out by Mr. Purdy and Miss Price. Mrs. Price, excuse me. Tied at 1. The Poores would be breaking. Whenever the score's even, they would be breaking the balls. Since they started the match, a race to 4. Now I've got to be sure to clap for the Poores when they make a good shot too, huh? Since I clap for the other team, I better clap for the other team too. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And smacking them, cracking them, in goes the 4. Made 1 solid. Made no stripes. Table is open. There's 2 balls tied up in the upper part of the table. And it's a stripe and a solid, which means both sets have a ball to break out. Whether you select solids or stripes, you're going to have to break out the 7-12. He's broken them out now, but he's lost the cue ball. That was the problem with breaking them out right then and there from that angle. That was actually, if you stop and think about it and look at it before you shot that, the odds of that happening, trying to break it out from that angle, were very high, higher than missing it. So Tracy's at the table. The table is still open. She's taken stripes, and it's a good choice. She'll make this and follow it just a little bit. The 11. I would get Schaefer. If I was Aaron, I would get Schaefer one of the balls up on top of the table instead of for the 9 ball next, because I believe Tracy might have a problem getting the cue ball off from behind the 3 balls that are in the middle of the table. Or shoot this 9 ball first. That's actually a very better solution. And come up for the 11. Now this leaves, as long as he has an open shot on the 11 ball and the 13 ball in the upper left-hand corner, he should be okay. And even if he ends up where he is now, he'll have a back cut on the 14. So let's see where Tracy can put this cue ball. And hopefully it'll be in an advantageous position for Aaron. It is, and he can shoot the 11, or the 13, excuse me. He'll probably come back a little bit for a position on either the 12 or the 14. A little punch stroke and get a little bit of a draw, not much. Oh. That came straight across. It looked like he miscued it. And the way his body English is indicating he wasn't happy with the way he delivered that stroke. She has to cut this ball in the corner pocket. She cuts it in the corner pocket using high English. It could scratch in the side. Well, she pocketed the ball, and she hit it nice, very nice. Aaron's going to get a very nice position on this 8 ball. He'll pocket it in the right-hand corner, hit the head rail, and come straight in line with that corner pocket off the rail, leaving her straight in for that corner. And he's overshot his position. He's overshot it. Leaves her a little tougher shot. Oh, I would shoot it to the other corner. She's going to shoot it to the left-hand corner pocket. And she made it. Good choice. Well executed. And they take a lead, 2-1. Boy, he overran that position, I tell you. I think he must have had a little bit of left-handing, unintended left-hand English on that ball. Along with the speed of the rail coming off. Little laughter eruption here in the hall. Over on the sidelines. We're at Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. When they put together a venue for pool and for anything else they do it first rate and first class. They're just, the way this room is set up, it is better than any venue I have seen in 2 years. The only one that was as good was last year in this very same place, executed by the very same people. And they do it right. They have a couple of more tournaments coming up here actually in July. We're going to have Efren Reyes and Scott Frost in a race to 31 pocket match. I believe, well, in September, we're going to be up at Fort McDowell Casino, where CSI will put on the Southwest Regionals. Right now, you're watching Brian Poore and his wife Veronica versus Aaron Purdy and Tracy Price. Scotch doubles, the Arizona State 8-Ball Championships for 2016. These are all members of the BCA Pool League. Some are members of the USA Pool League. And this is put on and presented by CSI, or CueSports International. If it has to do with pool, these people do it right. They do it very well. Bar none. Steve over here, my partner in crime, is very quiet, but when he pushes buttons, things respond, and it gets better for you, the viewers. He's very modest over there. I think last year I got him to open up and say like 5 words. I wonder what I'll be able to do this year. This is the first night, and he's shaking his head and smiling, but we'll see what we can get him to do. I think I'll get him talking to you guys before this is over. He's chuckling over here on the side. Of course, his microphone is off, and he's got his earphones off. But he's punching buttons and making things happen, changing camera angles. And Brian's going to play safe. Little humor there. Aaron asked Brian, is that a push? I believe Aaron will take this this 2-ball in the corner, leaving the 4-ball for Tracy. If she can get the cue ball up for the 1 or the 3, I think Aaron will be able to give her position for the 5 and the 7 to open those up. But the 14 ball, which is the one right next to the cue ball where Aaron is, blocks their 6 ball. So there's work to be done here, quite a bit of it, on both sides. Not as much on the stripe side. That was actually a smart shot by Brian to force him to take solids. Now, they had one problem ball. I'm chuckling because they had one problem ball, which was the 6 ball right above on the right-hand side rail, right above the 14 that he just moved out of the way. So he said, yes, good shot on your part, better shot on mine. She'll pocket this 4 ball, head up table, hopefully get by that ball on the side. There we go, and end up with a shot. Now, there's still 2 balls tied up. The 2 solids next to the 8. Aaron can actually take care of those right here, right now, by shooting the 6 ball that he opened up and coming into those 2 balls, or coming into the 8 into those 2 balls. But it will probably leave Tracy with a pretty hard shot on the 3. And that's what he's looking at. But where will he leave Tracy if he goes into those balls? He's got to leave her good if they want to keep shooting. And he executed it perfectly, but look at the shot he's left. A tough shot on the 3 ball. It's a spot shot, basically, on the upper part of the table. But he opened up the balls, but he also opened up the stripes. Well, they're already opened up. So executing what you have to do works well if you follow yourself. When you have a partner, that doesn't play at your 617 Fargo rate speed, well, you have to think about where you're going to leave that cue ball for her. And he did what he could, and there really wasn't anything else he could do but roll the dice and try to do what he did and get a better shot out of that. Now, if Aaron would have been shooting that ball, that 3 ball, then it would have been lights out. But, it wasn't. Tracy was shooting it. Now you have the 1 and the 3 tied up at the head of the table. Although all you have to do is get the cue ball down there, and they'll go to both pockets, both corner pockets. But Veronica has a long shot here on this 14 ball. If she misses it, which she did not, she would have left them a shot. And now they're off to the races because everything is open if you come in from the right side. He'll shoot the 9 ball, leaving the 11, which means that the 10 ball will only go to the side pocket. Unless he moves the 5 ball right now when he shoots the 9. If he does that, he risks not leaving a shot on the 11. If he shoots the 14, yeah, that's the shot you want to shoot, Brian. I like that the best. You can shoot this and draw back, but you're still gonna have to deal with that combo or move him. The thing about it though is if he shoots that, these balls don't go to the left side. He's gonna play safe. He might be playing safe off this ball. What he just indicated by pushing to that spot told me he might decide to play safe, and he did. The cue ball's going to, I thought it was going to scratch. Well, he didn't play safe. He's got a very nice angle to break out that 5 ball that's tied up. And that's all he can do is shoot the 7 ball and open up that 5 ball. But he's got to get her a shot. Not just open it up, but get her a shot. I think I would hit this with right center, clip the 9, slide off the 9 to the head rail for a shot on the 1-3. Oh, he went this way. And that was the one thing I didn't like about going that way, is that he's going to push that ball out but not guarantee a shot. He hits the bottom side of the 9 or the right side of the 9, he would have slid up for those 2 balls on top and opened up the 5. Everything's easier from right here. I'm not shooting, he is. He's doing what's comfortable for him, what's higher percentage for him. I'm looking at this and thinking, here's what looks like can be done. Doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean he's wrong, believe me. Let's get that one out of the way, because he did what he felt best. And, you know, I'm looking at it from down here, 20 feet away from the table. He's looking at it from right on top of the shot. So I'm going to go with his decision rather than mine. And now the stripes, there's 5 of them lined up down at the bottom. That he's going to have to pick and choose. He's going to shoot the 12 ball and come up for the 11, which is the red ball on the left side of the, right by the 8. Right there's where he wants the cue ball, so he has to hit that 12 and come right back to that same spot. Brian does this pretty well. He has the speed of this table and the speed of the rails coming off the rails. Pretty good. Let's see how he did. Pinpoint accuracy. Had he bumped the 5, he'd still be okay, but it wouldn't be as, or is it tight? Nope, looks pretty good. There's Steve with his magic fingers giving me great camera work. We got a smile out of him there. Now position on either the 9. Probably position, I would bump the 3 ball. Dead center English, go right into the 3 with the cue ball, or follow it to the side rail. and let her come off the bottom rail around the 9 for the 9 in the left-hand corner. Kind of like this. Come off the rail. Perfect. And now she'll come, hit the bottom rail, hit the side rail, and come up past the 9. So you can play the 9 ball in that left-hand corner pocket. That's where it has to go, and that's where that has to go. To tell you the truth, it looks like she's going to bump the 9. Nope, she went right by. She's going to bump the 9. Well, he'll shoot it in the corner and stop the cue ball for the 8. No problemo. And we're going to be tied at 2. And they're tied at 2. Two games apiece. Aaron Purdy and Tracy Price versus Brian Poore and Veronica Poore. Tied at 2 in a race to 4. Playing 8 ball on diamond 7-foot tables, Simonis cloth, Cyclops balls. The room is set up by Bad Boys Productions, CueSports International, in conjunction with the BCA Pool League and the USA Pool League, presenting the 2016 Arizona State 8-Ball Championships. This is the Scotch doubles division. Were there 18 entries? Entries. I was incorrect. I think I mentioned earlier that there was 18 entries, but there was 20 entries. This is the second match played on the stream table for you tonight. Both of these teams won their first match. One of these teams will go to the B side or the one-loss side, where they'll have to work their way back to try to get into the finals. They're tied at 2 in a race to 4. They both want this game. They want to be on the hill. That way they're looking down at their opponents with their back against the wall. And the only ones with room for error will be them. Whoever wins this game will have one game room for error. The other team will not. Aaron played a combo, made a stripe, and left a stripe. Left a straight in long shot or a small cut short shot. To the left-hand upper corner or the the upper right-hand corner or the left-hand lower corner. She's taking the longer shot to the left-hand lower corner. Pretty close to straight in, and the ball is rejected. Blocked by the corners. It rattled and stayed up. But in doing so, effectively blocks 2 balls from going into that pocket. 4 balls, actually, if you can count the 2 ball, because the 2 ball will go for the right-hand corner. And the 4 ball will go to the side or the right-hand corner, but you have to have the cue ball in the right place. So it effectively blocks the 1, 3, and 6 for that corner pocket. So they've got to do something about it. And I think he's going to try to do something about it right here. He's left the shot. Not much of a shot. He's going to try to put that 14 ball on the right side there into the side pocket. It's his only option, or bank it to the corner. Right there to the side he's going. That's all he has. Oh, he's changed his mind. He's going to bank it to the corner pocket. It's a higher percentage shot. The pocket is only about inch and a half wide in the side, but he's got a full 4.5-inch pocket in the corner, but he's hit it wide, so the Poores come back to the table with a shot on the 3-ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Or they could pocket that ball that's doing so much damage to him, but it would leave everything open. It would leave all the stripes open. I think she might play safe by this 2-ball. Still surveying the field, not sure what she wants to do or how she wants to do it. She's looking to see if she pockets the ball in the ball in the pocket, if she's going to leave a shot. The answer is no. If she pockets this ball, they'll have a shot in the. No, you won't have a shot. He's got to come off the 1. Oh, he's going to play safe behind him. He's left the 10-ball in the side pocket. I believe that's her only shot. Only viable shot. She could probably play the 12-14 combo, which is 4 feet away between balls. Playing a 10 on the side. Nice and soft. Hit it just right, and he's got a shot. Oh, perfect. Had she bumped that any other way, well, he still has a shot in the corner pocket, so. Try to get position for the 2 balls on the left side. And with Aaron, there's not much trying. There's a lot of doing, but not much trying. Aaron at one point had close to a 700 Fargo rating. Right after a couple of Diamond Pool Tour events where he gave one of the best players in the state, and actually one of the best players in the country, a run for his money in one of the tournaments on the 7-foot table. He took Mr. Frost. He beat him one set and gave him a good run for his money the next set in the finals of the tournament. So he's no stranger to a 7-foot table. He's no stranger to 8-ball in this format. After this match, our next match, we're going to start tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. With the Scotch doubles. So we'll be up and early at 9 a.m. Make sure you're got your computer in line and get a good night's sleep and join us. Have your coffee ready, some donuts, Danish maybe. Send in Visa payment for our breakfast here so that we can enjoy, and we'll share breakfast with you, let you know what it's like, or jump in your car, come down to the casino and join us and watch some of the pool being played in this beautiful 5-star resort in Tucson, Arizona, Casino del Sol. Well, one thing about that shot, she's opened up all the solids for their opponent. Aaron's going to back cut this 12 ball. And it's going to be quite a shot. His cue ball is going to go just... Oh, it looks like it might catch the 8 ball. He might run into the 8 ball. In fact, I can see it hitting the top side of the 8 ball. And, well, he's drawing it. Never mind. And he did not make the ball. So there's 7 solids on the table. And they've got to be plucked away one at a time. Winner of this game gets on the hill, race to 4. Not much room for error here. In a short race like this, there's just every shot is crucial. Every shot is crucial. The good thing for Tracy and Aaron is that the 12 ball ended up in front of the side pocket. But if you leave the cue ball in the upper left-hand corner pocket or close to it, it doesn't really give him a shot on the 12. So it can't be played safe. His opening shot should be the 1 ball with shape on the 6. In other words, hit the 1, come straight up by the 12, and get position for the 6 ball. Then come off of that, position for the 3, the 2 or the 4. And he's going to bump the ball, so he didn't solve that one. He's left the 4 ball straight in or the 7 ball straight in. I think she's better off shooting the 4 ball and following it, and have Brian shoot the 3 and get her that shape on that 6 ball they need so desperately. Because that ball on the rail can be tough. It can be played safe too, very easily. And later in the game, it might come to something like that. She can't go too far because she'll block she went too far and she's blocked that, and now they're in trouble. See, she's gone too far and has no shot on the 3. Brian's only shot is to shoot the 7 ball or put the cue ball up in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Does the 2 ball go by the 3? I don't think so. Doesn't appear to on the screen. And I'm at the foot of the table, 20 feet away, and only about 2 feet above the table. Cannot tell. No, it doesn't go by, or he would have shot it by now. He wouldn't be waiting. He'd have shot that so fast it wouldn't be funny. To think about it. Sound as crazy as this may sound, I think I would have banked the 7 and put the cue ball in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Anywhere to the left of where he just had his cue stick, right there. If he can put the cue ball there, actually what he could do is bank the 7 ball at the 12 and call the 7 ball on the side in case it goes in, and push the ball out of the pocket. I think Aaron will make this ball. He's left too much of a shot. He came out too far from the rail. I would have banked the 7 ball at that ball. Oh, he's kicking at it. There's a question of whose shot who's up next. I believe it was Aaron that shot last when he shot the 12 ball to the left-hand corner pocket. And it ended up by the side. So this is correct. Tracy is next. I'm glad they didn't ask us. We're not referees here in the booth. Because for a second I wasn't sure who shot last, but after I figured out how the 12 ball got there, I knew who shot it was. She's aiming this ball close. Oh, it clipped the 2 ball, the 6 ball. clip the 6 ball. They have ball in hand. But they have some work to do. Now their choices are here. Do they shoot the 6 ball? Yes, I would shoot the 6 ball and come down for the 7. I would not shoot that first. I'm shooting the 6 ball first and coming down for shape on the 7. 3 ball next, 2 ball next, and then the 3 ball up on top and shape on the 8. A 5 ball. It was a 6 ball, 7 ball, 5 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball. Yeah, the 5 and the 3 look the same, don't they? They don't to you? They do to me. They look pretty close. So you just got to come down a little bit past the diamond there. Should be just fine. Then she just came down. El Perfecto Mundo. He will stop the ball for a shot on the 5 ball. He could. Well, I would not do that. He could follow this ball, but he's probably going to clip the back side of the 2, the right side of it, and could possibly scratch. He's following the ball. Just like that. See, now he's left the combo. That's why he wanted to draw the ball a little bit and not follow it, because he's going to clip the 2 ball and end up in trouble. She has a very nice shot to call a safety and put the cue ball by the left-hand corner pocket, or shoot the combo. The combo is not, as combos go, it's 10 being an easy shot, 1 being a very extremely difficult shot. It's about a 6. If she makes it, they probably win the game. If she misses, they more than likely will lose the game. Well, she not only went for the shot, she also played the safety. But in doing so, has left her partner with a low percentage shot, or a little bit of a higher degree of difficulty shot than he should have. He's going to try to pocket in the left-hand corner pocket, lower left-hand corner, with a little center English or a little draw, not much. Come off the side rail for the 3. Made it. Split the wicket right in the heart. Bullseye. Dead center. If she can get the cue ball back just a little bit, Ryan will be very happy with a straight and 8 ball. But more than anything, just pocket the ball and stop the cue ball anywhere in a 12-inch radius to the left of the 3. She did more than that. She left him as close to perfect as you could be. But it's got a little bit of an angle. It's knowing that if I miss this, we lose. If you're thinking that way, this shot is very tough. If you're thinking this is a gimme and I'm going to fire it right in, this shot is going to go right dead center with a pocket, just like that. And there on the hill, it is Aaron's break. I believe Aaron and Tracy will break the balls. And their back is against the wall. Happy little kid in the background. Aaron's breaking the balls, trailing 2-3 in a race to 4. Their back is against the wall. They need this game. They want this game. He's going to smack these. Smack him, crack him, try to stop the cue ball in the middle of the table. There's so many balls. Oh, he used a side break. So he hit the second ball, and then the rail came back and made 2 balls. A stripe and a solid, it looks like. Four, 7. No, he made 2 stripes. Made the 13 ball and the 9 ball. They have 1 stripe tied up by the 2 ball in the lower right hand corner of the pocket. She's going to start off with the 5 ball in the center. Their opponents have 5 balls to run. They now have 6. Chose the solids. He wants position on the 4 or the 5. But he's going to need position sooner or later to open up the 7 deuce on the right hand side of the pocket by the 8. Needs to get over there somehow. He's going to go forward to the side rail and get position on the 3. The ball on the left side of by the side. Oh, he came over too far. He's going to get position on the 4. Positions on the 4. She's got to be leery of a scratch in the right hand corner pocket. Unless she can shoot the 3 ball. I think the 10's in the way. If she shoots the 4 ball with a little bit of draw, she'll run into the 7 ball. She's hitting just... she made the ball in the wrong pocket. Made the ball in the wrong pocket. You're watching 2 Scotch doubles teams out of 20 signed up for the Scotch doubles in the 2016 Arizona State 8-Ball Championships, presented by CueSports International, with BCA Pool League, USA Pool League. Oh, he just blocked her 3 ball. Can't go there. It's got to go up. Might go on the side. But it's got to go up table. Not down table anymore. Solids. What do you play? The 1 ball on the side? What are you looking at? Oh. Well, it's going to be hard to play the 1 ball on the side. It's not on the table. That's the 9 ball I was looking at on the spot there. So, he's got solids. He's got to find a way to do something with a 6-2 since he can't do anything with a 3. And the way to do that is a combo bank. 2 ball in the side pocket on the left. That's all he can really play unless he can find a safety somewhere, someplace. There's a ball hanging in the left-hand corner. Tough to find a safety. Tough to find a safety. Going for the combo bank. Doesn't like it, but not much choice. And your whole game, your whole match depends on this shot. It's hanging in the rafters on this shot right here. All the stripes are open. It's a connect. Oh, he kicked it. He was kicking it. I kind of like the combo bank there, but I'm not the man at the table. I'm the man behind the booth, the Wizard of Oz. Well, where is Ozzy, by the way? We'll be back at 9 a.m. in the morning with another match for this 2016 Arizona State 8-Ball Championships. This will be the last match for the night. Short night, brought you 2 matches from 7 to now. It's almost past my bedtime. It's almost 10 o'clock. Us senior citizens have to go to bed. Not. I'm going to go get my cue stick. Oh, he's playing? Okay. I actually promised Aaron, who you're watching play in this match, an 8-ball session on these 7-foot tables. So we played some 9-ball Monday night, just before a small tournament up at Pockets in Tucson, Arizona. And he ended up $1 ahead. We were trying to find out. We were betting $1 on a break and run. You had to break and run for $1. And Veronica's looking at an 11 ball, or well, she's got options. She's got lots of options. She just needs to find one, zero in on it, and execute it. I don't see what's wrong with the ball by the side pocket. Oh, I see what's wrong with it. It's up too high. Oh, she doesn't have options. She pretty much has. She's going to try to cut this ball up, huh? I'd shoot the 9-ball before I'd shoot this. But then I'm not Veronica, and she's going to scratch in the side. Well, this match might go past my bedtime. Steve says, mine too. See, I got him to talk. Say it into the mic, though. Oh, he says it doesn't work. Someone is not quite telling the truth. She's got to get him a shot on the 7-ball. She did not. Wow. Aaron is handcuffed again. Interesting. He's going to be forced to either play that 3-ball in the side pocket, which is a tough shot, or bank it in the side, bank it cross side. I like the bank cross side. I would shoot it cross side before I'd shoot it in the side pocket, as he is doing. I think he'll make this ball. I thought wrong. Ryan and Veronica Poore lead 3 games to 2 in a race to 4. They're at the table with not much of a shot. How close is he to that 10 ball? Can he cut it in the corner pocket? If he can cut it, you try to get shape on this 9 ball or the 15, actually. He didn't get shape on the 15. He left himself a combo for the ball in the side pocket or the 9 ball. Unless you can get the cue ball back up to where it's at now or close to where it's at now in that area, you're going to want to shoot this 9 ball. If you can't do that, you're going to want to shoot this combo. She also has a nice safety if she just goes off the 9 to the lower right-hand corner pocket using the 8 and the 12 ball to block the 7 and the 3. Chose the combo, made the ball. This will probably win in the match. I think if I'm, well, tough choice here. I'm going to get her straight in on this 9 ball. I'm going to try to put the cue ball right back where it's at now. And that's just as good, but closer to the rail. That little bit of closer to the rail that she is could make this shot just a hair harder. I don't think she'll miss it. She didn't. And here's your winners of this match, Brian and Veronica Poore. Straight in on the 8. If you miss this shot, you just don't deserve to win. Simple as that. Veronica and Brian Poore move on the A side, and Aaron Purdy and Tracy Price move over to the B side. See you guys later tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Be up and early. Have your coffee and donuts and breakfast ready. We'll be here.